You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, I decided to turn it over to WFAN this morning just to hear a little bit of Boomer and Gio over the Jets game from yesterday and Aaron Glenn. Holy shit. I got to be real. My first thought yesterday was like, do we have ourselves another DEI hire in the National Football? Is that what we got? We got ourselves another Antonio Pierce, another Gerard Mayo situation where the coaches were obviously completely incompetent. And by the way, Aaron Glenn looks like the worst of all the three. However, I've always got to be fair. And Aaron Glenn, look, there's a world where I guess some people could argue that. But unlike the other two, Aaron Glenn had an extensive prior coaching history here. Assistant defensive backs, defensive coordinator, head coach. His hiring arc is about what it should be. All right? Whereas Gerard Mayo was like linebackers coach for 2 years and then becomes the head coach of the Patriots, never was even a DC. Antonio Pierce coming out of Arizona State. Those two were obvious DEI hires. This one just looks like a situation where the guy's completely incompetent. I'm sorry, but when I did the video yesterday, I started it with Aaron Rodgers talking about his meeting, about his status with Aaron Glenn and how unprofessional Aaron Glenn was handling that. And I remember I made a video, I scorched Aaron Glenn because I was like, I don't think this is a good sign. This is not what a competent professional NFL coach, this is not how they conduct themselves. To a Hall of Famer, you're not cutting an undrafted free agent from Hofstra. All right, you were cutting Aaron Rodgers, and by the way, Aaron Rodgers, he looks like Aaron Rodgers. I was about to say he looks like some other Hall of Famer, but nope, just compare him to Aaron Rodgers. 10 touchdowns, 1 pick, and then you got and Aaron Glenn's got the unadulterated gall to get shitty with reporters. Look, Lord knows, I freaking hate the media. I can't stand the media. But you can't be getting antsy when they're asking valid questions like, why didn't you bench Justin Fields?
Justin's numbers are not good from this game. Is he going to be your quarterback next week, or would you consider?
What kind of question is that?
Look, he did not have a good game. I mean, I think it's a fair question.
There's a number of guys that, sometimes this league is like this, and there are guys that have bad games. That doesn't mean you just bench them. Come on, you know better than that.
Don't ask about benching Justin Fields. You should have benched him at halftime. They should have benched you at halftime. I mean, with the way you ended that halftime, and Garrett Wilson getting in your face going, why in the bleep did we have an onside kick? I almost went there. Big fat F-U-C-K just rolled right on out. Why did you do that only to roll over like a bitch and do nothing and go into halftime? All right. I mean, I don't get it. How about this? Talking about the field goal. Of course, Justin Fields got sacked. Why the hell didn't you kick a field goal there? You got to try to win it.
Where was the line for the field goal there, AG? Is that the field we're seeing?
Well, 35 for us. Yeah, 35 for us. I mean, I know our guy, he kicked a 58-yard. That was his career long. So, man, we can get to the 35. We felt like we were really good in that situation.
Was there any consideration there on where you guys were? I think it would have been a
44.
Yeah, so it would have been.
I mean, that's tough. Again, we just said his line was 35, and we're talking about 9 yards back.
But if his career long was 58, which he did this year.
58, and I think we was, I I think it was with the wind and all that. So I just thought that was tough.
He did not even know exactly how long the field goal would have been. How do you not know it? How do you not know that? Nick Folk kicked a 58-yarder earlier in the year. Yeah, this guy said it, DEI hire. I'm not going to lie. I mean, I don't think so because, again, his coaching arc looks appropriate. Hell, the Saints were going to hire him. The Saints wanted this guy. This is a guy that multiple teams wanted. That Sean Payton, Bill Parcells, Dan Campbell. He's had all the appropriate influences. He looks like he can't get himself in out of the freaking rain. Like he's completely incompetent. I've seen bad coaching, and guys, this is the Jets leadership hierarchy structure. I've seen incompetent coaches. Lord knows I've covered some. Josh McDaniels, Antonio Pierce, Gerard Mayo, clowns. You want to know the truth? Aaron Glenn looks like the worst out of all of them. Jesus Christ. You made Josh McDaniels look like a Rhodes Scholar. God. So, the first thing I could think of was, well, they'll probably fire the offensive coordinator, or they should. Tanner Engstrand. No, you know what? Let me keep it real. They should fire Aaron Glenn. He's not the guy. But it doesn't, I don't think they will, at least not yet. But I was like, if they fire Tanner at OC, who can be the offensive coordinator? It's obviously Scott Turner. All right. Scott Turner was the interim OC for the Raiders just last season. And by the way, their offense, right here, this is from the Jets website. The offense saw an improvement in all major categories under his leadership, increasing from 280 yards a game to 320 the final 10 games. And his passing offense got better once he actually took over, Scott Turner. So that's the move I would make for now. The other move I would make, and I went and looked, I got to tell you, because Scott Turner's on this staff, I'm putting a call in. I'm seeing if I can trade for Aidan O'Connell. Now, he should be coming back from injury about anytime between now and the end of this month. He fractured his wrist, but he would know that Scott Turner offense immediately. He's run it. All right. You got Raider fans right now that still believe this guy's the best quarterback on their roster. Even with Geno Smith there, and you may be like, Geno Smith? Yeah, don't have flashbacks. He's not the same Geno Smith, although he's been acting like it. Because, look, all you got's Tyrod Taylor. At least trade for a guy like O'Connell as a potential. If Tyrod's a professional quarterback, he can handle it. But I'd go get somebody like that. Flip a fifth over there, pick him up, put him on the roster. He knows, and Tanner, you be getting your ass tanned, all right out the door. Yeah, we be tanning that ass. As the parents say, I'm going to tan that ass if you don't straighten up. Well, Tanner, you be, yeah. So not to piss on Jets fans' parades, but your current head coach in his infinite wisdom got rid of this quarterback right here. His name is Aaron Rodgers, 69% completion, basically. Over 1,000 damn passing yards now. 10 touchdowns, 3 picks, 105.4 rating. But Aaron Glenn acted like he was too good for him. Acted like he was too good to be in the room with him. He was chewing gum or something, I guess. Aaron was like, that's what Aaron was acting like. We're going to go in a different direction. So, yeah. All right, Doc, I could have flew out here for that, but sure. And I do think you deliver that news in person, but you know what a professional coach does? A true professional coach when dealing with Aaron Rodgers? You get your ass, your lazy ass, there, I said it, lazy ass on a plane and you fly out to where Aaron Rodgers is at and you sit down with him for an extended period of time, couple of hours, 3 hours, visit, blah, 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 pet the dog, the whole nine, because that's what professional NFL competent coaches should do when handling a Hall of Famer. You're not, I mean, come on now. Come on now. We're not dealing with Brandon Allen here or Kyle Allen or any of the other Allens that's failed in the NFL. In the past 2 years, tell me what you think. Wow. Think about this. Aaron goes and hooks up with Arthur Smith. Arthur Smith looks like, and think about how Arthur Smith had Justin Fields playing. Arthur Smith, like, my God, he looks like Bill Walsh. He looks like, Norv Turner back in the Cowboy days. My God. By the way, Scott Turner, related to Norv. Just throwing that out. Tell me what you think. Aaron Glenn, is it time to get rid of his ass already? I'm telling you. Somebody asked me yesterday, well, what about Jimmy Johnson? After I put my video out, because I brought Jimmy Johnson up yesterday. The difference is with Jimmy, that Cowboys team's talent hadn't rose to the occasion. But you didn't see egregious, dumbass coaching decisions and a lack of unprofessionalism from Jimmy Johnson. You didn't have that. That's why this is different than Jimmy. With Jimmy going, whatever it was, 1-15 or whatever, this is different. You're seeing a coach that is giving you all kinds of signs that he literally is not competent enough to handle a job this big. That's the difference between Aaron Glenn and Jimmy Johnson, as if I needed to explain that. No. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.